Welcome everybody. Today's video finds us over here in Thong province. We're almost at the north end of it. We're up by the border between Thong and Singbury provinces. And what we're going to take a look at here today is we're going to take a look at one of the best temples here in the region. It is a second-class royal temple that dates back to the Ayutthaya era. Has a lot of history between some of the Thai kings, King Rama IV, King Rama V, and King Narasawan. The name of it is Wat Chaiyo, and Chaiyo means like victory. And they got its name from whenever King Narasawan and his brother, who later became King Ekarasat, they defeated the Burmese army right over here by where this temple is at. And so they named this temple after victory. And then it had a pretty important Buddha image, Luangpho To, that was built outdoors to where everybody could see it. And it ended up collapsing, rebuilt, collapsed, and rebuilt again. And now we'll take a look at it, the current iteration. So let's walk through here. I'll show you around the area. We're right on the Chao Phraya River, and let's enjoy this today. And I'm right here on the river walk. We got a really nice chetty right there. We got a little courtyard with an ubasot and then a humongous wehan. That's got the prominent image, the main image here. And then over here is an image of the old monk. And we'll take a look at these buildings here. There used to be a market right behind the temple, but they've moved it out towards the main road, and they're doing like an otop. So we're not gonna look at that today. So first, let's take a look at the river. I'll show you how high the Chao Phraya River is. So we've had a lot of flooding in this region. Now they've built this temporary wall right here out of cinder blocks, and this is the Chao Phraya River. So if it wasn't for the temporary wall, the Chao Phraya would be coming into the temple. And you can actually see that it's been up about a foot higher than it is right now. So the water level has dropped down. Normally when you come, these are stairs that go down quite a bit, about 12 meters or so. I mean, it's quite a little hike down into the river here normally. But this is running bank to bank. And coming up here, I could see houses that were flooded along the way. And it's just, there's a lot of water here right now. Okay, so that's the bridge that goes over. And if you go over that, you can get onto the main road that will take you up to Singbury, over to Nakhon Ratchasima, however you want to go from there, and to the right to Bangkok. Okay, so let's go into here. We'll look at this little courtyard, and we'll stick our head in this wehan that has some cool murals. You can see how there's water right here. This is the groundwater that's coming up. With that river being so high, the water table is super, super high. So it's just kind of coming up out of the ground right here. Yeah, so this is a second-class royal temple, and it is really, really beautiful. It's what they say is one of the 9 sacred temples of Thong. I've never done all 9 of them at like one little route. I think I've probably been to all of them at one point. But this is the ubasot. This is where the monks are ordained. And over there we have a little shrine to King Chulalongkorn, King Rama V. And then over on this side, I think is one of the other royals that was here involved in this temple. Okay, so we'll take off our shoes and we'll stick our heads right here. Now this is the ubasot. You can see these are the Buasima stones. Normally these are out of the temple, like out here, and they have a round stone that's buried in the ground, but they've probably expanded the footprint and they've kind of incorporated those into the wall. You see that every once in a while, not too often. Okay, so this is the inside of this building. So this is an Ayutthaya era building that's been restored, and all the murals have been repainted, and these are just absolutely fantastic. So they use like a dye that gives it that blue. It's like a special pigment that they use. And they started using this in the Bangkok era that gave it the blues. In the Ayutthaya era, they just used more like the reds and whites and blacks, and it's quite a bit different. But this is kind of the evolution of the temple art. Now you can see here how it's kind of faded off right here. This is because of all that groundwater that comes up out of the soil and gets in these walls and it causes that plaster and paint to flake off. And they have to come back in and touch these up about every 20 years or so, about every generation. But it's absolutely beautiful in here. Yeah, if you've seen my videos, you know I like to see the temple art. And then here is the main image right here. So the Thais will come over and they'll pray and make merit. But this image here is important, but it's not as important as the one we'll take a look at next. Yeah, so you can see all the scenes. So it'll be the scenes of the Jataka, the Buddha's life, daily events that are happening here. You got like soldiers here roughing a guy up, a horse. You got a guy here following the horse. Soldier there like crying or something. Kind of interesting. And people praying. Yeah, the Ayutthaya would break up these into different panels. These are also, but it's a little bit different. And what it is these used to be scenes that were put in a book, and the monks could see them, but the people couldn't. And then when Ayutthaya started doing temples with these windows, it opened up like a canvas, and people started painting the scenes from those books onto the temple walls so everybody could see them. And it's become a tradition since then. Yeah, so this is the little shrine over here. I'm not sure which royal this is. I don't know if it's like Prince Champon. It could be. I can't read that Thai there. And then that is the outside of that ubiso we were just in. What a beautiful little building with the naga and the blue and the red and the orange tiles. Okay, so now let's go into the massive Worawihan that's right behind it. That is where the most important image is here. So it looks like they're going to be making a new image or something. So they're selling these little bars. People make donations, they'll buy those, and then they melt them down and they'll put them into something. They got a plan. And over here they got a little shrine with the bells and stuff. Yeah, this building here is absolutely massive. Yeah, so you can see the Worawihan is so big you can't even get it all in to one shot here. And then there's a little breezeway between the Ubisot and it. Now this image in here was originally built outdoors, and then they tried to build another one, like a replica of it, only larger, and it collapsed. So then they came back in and they built another one that was smaller without the gold leaf and everything, and it collapsed. So they came back in under King Rama V, I believe, and built this iteration, and it has steel inside of it and it's reinforced. So we have a shrine here. You got King Chulalongkorn. That's the reign of when this was last built. And it is absolutely massive. And then you see here, it has all the shrines down here. People come and pray. And then here's the door. Has that black and gold lacquer. So just to give you an idea, so my head is below the head of that small little Buddha right there. And it is colossal. Yeah, so whenever they were trying to rebuild it or make it larger, I don't think they understood the proportions necessary, and they didn't properly reinforce it with rebar inside. Yeah, really a spectacular building too. Has the, you can see the cross beams up there, has the red and the gold. And it's just a plain hall, but check out the size of those columns that support the roof. And you can see the ties have stuck the gold leaf on all of these here. And then over here, you can make donations to the temple, buy the little robes and stuff like that. And people are making donations there with the little money tree. Lots of people here. And over here you have the place for the monk. He's doing something. And then if you shake out those little sticks, you get a fortune. That's what's in those little red things over there. You see them all at all the temples. They shake them. They get one little stick and it has a number on it, and then they come over here and they look at it. But that's just absolutely massive. I like this this image a lot. Then over here they have like a replica of one of the amulets. This temple also is really famous for the amulets that the Thais wear around their necks. Supposedly, if you buy one here, it has a lot of power and can protect you and all of that. Here's a Buddha footprint, and then you can see the pedestal. It's got those little pieces of glass, looks like a lotus flower. Yeah, really quite cool. And a little bit of stained glass over those doors. Okay, so let's go look at the old man monk that's in the other one, and that'll be pretty much the last we look at here at this temple. So that's a really nice building. So here's the old glass wall, and they got a bunch of other buildings. They got shrines. I know right over there used to be the market, but it's now just parking for the temple. And then they moved everything into some new buildings, and they're calling it the OTAP, the one Tamboon, one product. So all the locals will get together and do the local market over there. All right, so here we got the Bodhi tree and some more little shrines. And we got some monks. This is an active temple. So you see the monks will be in residence here and they'll be doing all the stuff. And then over here, this is where you can buy the amulets. Like I said, that is a popular thing for people to do, is come over here and buy the amulets. You got the little smoke machine here. Yeah, this is a beautiful little temple. Oh, we got a lady over here. She's making up some snacks. And this is a new part of the temple. I think they built a gate and some other buildings in there for the monks. You can see the little white bell tower. And those are new buildings over there for some of the ceremonies they do. And then they have a Buddha footprint that's in a little moondrop way over there. But whenever I came in, that building is locked up, so I can't see it today, so we're not going to see what it looks like. Okay, this is the last hall that we're going to look at. It's kind of cool with that pink, the pink lotus flowers and everything there. And this will be the old man monk inside of here. Now, whenever the Thais come here, they say that if you go in here and pray to make merit inside this hall, that there's no way to be, whenever you leave here to do bad things, that this fills you with the need to do good. That's what they kind of say here. And then we have a little shrine here. It's for the female spirits. You see them with those little dresses, they put them over there. And then they got a piece of the old tree. And then another little Bodhi tree with the shrine. Yeah, and this tells you this is the old monk that's, his statue is in here. You see they're over here feeding the fish. Oh, it's so high. There's all the kids having a good time. So the Thais will feed the fish also. It's a way of making merit. They'll buy the little fish, the turtles, all of that to release back into the rivers also. Just some of the things they do. Okay, so this is the last hall we'll look at. And this is in its special little hall. This is the one that has that pink on the gables. So it doesn't have the murals. It does have some paintings on the back of the window shutters that you can see. And then it has all the figures of the monks. We got a little kid over here behind the sign. You got the elephant tusks and all the normal stuff, the holy water. So the Thais come here and they'll pray. It's kind of a cool statue with an interesting design back behind it. So these are the sticks that they'll shake. They'll shake out one, and it'll have like a number on it, like this one here is number 5. And so then after you shake that out, you come over here and then you get your fortune. There's a couple things that they'll do to add to it. So if that was your number, you'd come over here and read this. It's all in Thai. Probably tell me I'm gonna get lucky and get wealthy or something like that. But really a cool little building. Okay, so that's all of this in here. We saw the main image, which is really spectacular. Now, if you're in Ong Thong, you'll want to go to Wat Mung. That has the 92-meter tall Buddha, which is the largest Buddha image in all of Thailand. I'll probably pin a comment to that temple so you can see it. It's worth your time also to see, just because of the size of the main image. Yeah, so here you can buy the little fish, the little snakes, and the fish food, the little bread, and the other things. Bang on the gong right here. And then they have a little sala type thing to sit there next to the river. Yeah, I can't believe how high the Chao Phraya is right now. It is going crazy. Yeah, one more look here. You can see down over there, they got the boats and stuff. Things that are right along the river have all flooded out. I think the rainy season might have finally stopped. We haven't gotten any real serious rain in about a week and a half now. It's kind of the October-ish is when it stops raining, and it's the latter part of October now. All right, so that's the whole temple. Let's look one more time at that hall over here. So we can see here, here's the gate you come through. Has all the styling up there. You got that chetty over there. The shrine on that side, and then this ubasot, and then that Worawihan that's back there. It's like the sermon hall is the Worawihan, and the ordination hall is the ubasot. This is where the new monks are ordained, right in there. Oh, it's really quite cool. And then you got the wall and this other little shrine here. And then right over there, that is the building with the old man monk in it. Well, that'll finish up our video over here at this Wat Chaiyo. This is a great temple. This is a second-class royal temple. The only ones that are better are the first class, and there's 23 of those in Thailand, and then the special class that is Wat Rakhang. There's only one of those. Anyway, these get extra monies from the royal family. So whenever you come to these, the temple grounds will be really important, and it'll also be really well maintained. It'll have an important relic or image or something like that that's meaningful to the Thais. So when you come to these, you get a little extra treat over like a normal, just a community temple that's pretty basic compared to these. So this is definitely worth your time. If you're going north out of Bangkok, it's just past Thong, and it's not too far, just a couple kilometers off the road. So an easy stop if you're going north to other places. And if you're coming through, I'd say stop, take a look, spend a half hour, walk around here and kind of enjoy this. Everybody says Thai temples are all the same, but they're not. There's quite a bit of differences when you get over here and you look at them. And whenever you see stuff like this, you won't be disappointed. So hopefully you're not disappointed in the video, and if you like it, if you do, smash the like button. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, and you get to see more stuff like this. And if you've been here or have any questions or comments, let me know down below, and I'll do my best to answer them. Or if you know more than I do about this temple, let me know also. I would like to read it. I've been here many times, and I will come back again. I like this temple. So until next time, from over here in Thong, remember, life is a journey. So until next time, enjoy.